Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here, and welcome to a brand new season with Manchester United in Football Manager 2015. This is our third season, and I'm going to go through the transfers I've made in the off-season. The previous episode, was Champions League final. We lost against Real Madrid. There has been a lot of thinking for me. I've changed my tactic as well, had a long think about how we want to play, what's going to really get us to that stage. And it's not just winning Champions League. I thought that could have been a run for us, but obviously, we weren't ready yet. We weren't ready to compete with the likes of Real Madrid. So that's what we're going to do here. And it's more than a goal just to win one Champions League. As I said a few times during this series, I really want to win 3 in a row, but regardless, I'm not going to stop this series after I win 3 in a row. This is going to go for the length, really, and probably my Bar City save as well. Like, this year for me is really doing 2 consistent long series. So hopefully you will like them both as they go on. They will be 2 different styles as they go on as well. This one will continue basically showing every game, Bar City. You'll see how that goes in that series. But either way, I'm going to go through our transfers from the cheapest to most expensive, and you can see some players going out as well. But first off, of course, Andrea Pirlo. That wasn't on the free in the off-season. It was a free transfer in January when we approached him, when his contract was expiring. We could approach to sign him, so he did join now. And he's going to be a good player for us. He's probably going to be... I don't think he'll be it just really depends how he performs. Of course, he's a really, really good player. He's older, so his strength's low, pace is low, but he's never been the fastest player in the world or the strongest player in the world. So as he gets older, his physicals will decline, but really, his technicals and mentals aren't going to change too much. So he's still going to be a decent player, but he's going to give so much to the youngsters in the training as well, not just on game day, but helping players grow during training. Hopefully in the future he can become some kind of staff member. I'm not sure. Does he even want that yet? Yeah, assistant manager. I think that I've checked it out once before. So, yeah. It would be nice if he was quality, though. If he's not quality, I have to be honest, I probably won't sign him up as assistant manager. Anyway, we'll move on now. Or we'll do like we did to Giggs. I offered Giggs like that as the under-18s assistant manager or something like that. That could be potentially what will happen, and we'll see how Giggs is looking as well, if he's developing as assistant manager. But anyway, the second signing was a region, Lars Christensen. I talked about him a little bit. A lot of people wanted him. I don't think you saw that. I just said, on Twitter, I shared a picture of that, but there was a lot of interest for him, and he finally chose us. But the first season, we've sent him out on loan to Rangers because realistically, he's not going to get anywhere near the first team. There is some younger guys in that position that are going to step up in the striker position who maybe weren't there in the first season. We'll talk about that another time. But this guy's a really good signing. I'm really happy with it. Look, his potential ability. Actually, for me, his potential ability has grown. When we signed him, it was like 4-star or something. Or it was 3 gold stars and the black one for the 4th. And now there's 3.5. So it's grown like a half a star extra. But either way, he's looking good. Potential to be a star. That's always been there. So look out for him in the future. Could be a very good striker. And next up, a position I felt we really did need, and that is a goalkeeper. But it's not an experienced goalkeeper. It's another young guy, but he goes by the name of Rafe Husic from SV Werder Bremen, who signed for 7.25 million. He's listed as a wonder kid in this year's game. Obviously, he doesn't look super amazing. He probably resembles Leali when I signed him last year, but Leali wasn't a wonder kid, so this guy has potential to grow to one of the best goalkeepers in the game, and it's not surprised. He's from Germany. If he could be the next Manuel Neuer, well, what can I say? He has the potential to. Definitely, he's a wonder kid, high potential. What does it say in his report? It says his current ability is good, and it's potential to be a leading, but I have a feeling he's just going to be better than a leading. I reckon he can potentially be star or world class, be definitely one of the best in the world. 20, still really young for a goalkeeper. So happy with that signing. So we have someone to write. But that's the thing. Now we got him. But actually, yes, we did send him out on loan to West Ham. He's going to get Premier League football this season, though. So as you can see, West Ham, still in the Premier League. Haven't got relegated. So they're doing well. Hopefully get some first team action. The only downside is, I did put a clause in the contract that I can recall him at any time. Who knows, we might get a big injury to Valdez or Leali. So keep that in mind. They do have Carlos Kamini. I remember this guy. He was like a beast in Football Manager 08 or something like that when he was a bit younger. And about 7 years ago. Very good young player. He was, or not young, young for a goalkeeper. He was about 24, wasn't he? Something like that. And anyway, we'll move on. But I just remember seeing he was a good player and I used him a couple times, or he was able to get cheap or something like that, like he had a cheap release clause or whatever. And then also, yeah, what looks like as the backup goalkeeper is Adrian. You know him. He's like, I don't know if Husic is better than him. He's probably like, they're all on par. I think they're all on par with each other. So with Husic being a wonder kid, maybe he can be the selection. Especially we have him. They have him as a first teamer now. Where are we? Where do you see transfers? West Ham, first team. So if he's not playing first team, we can easily just recall him because that's in his contract. Can be recalled. So, and he can play in the cup matches. So if he's not playing, at least he'll play cup matches. Or you think he would? They'll play him somewhere. But as I said, we made that decision to send him out on loan because I feel you don't need more than 2 goalkeepers. But I felt we needed someone who's going to potentially be amazing. I know, being like realistic, Liali's not going to be a world-class goalkeeper. He may be good. He may be a good player for this level. He's shown that at his young age as well. But maybe someone to be really special, and that's a wonder kid. Next up, we also have a region in Caju from Atletico Mineiro. He is just signed under 11 million, being 10.75 million. Oh, actually, sorry, we missed out on Beltramone, who is actually a regen as well, 8.25 fullback. Caju is as well, but they both actually can play both fullbacks. We'll talk about that as well. But look at this, Kevin Beltramone from France. We signed from Marseille. He's played, he actually made a debut appearance in the first season. So, obviously, those kind of players get a chance early, like how he played Rowan Presslin. So he obviously was a good player for them. A couple seasons later, or the next season, went out on loan to Ajaccio in League 2 in France. And he played 17 times. We saw that he was a wonder kid. Well, not technically a wonder kid, but just a really high potential player. Very good fullback. Attacking fullback as well. He's got the attacking attributes. Will suit our new formation as well. We'll go through that. He's got 16 marking already. That will be a 20 if he develops nicely. And tackling needs to be worked on. So going out on loan to Watford, who are actually now in the Premier League, if he can be a first-team player, like suggested in his contract with Watford, that'll be very good for him. And same situation with Caju. He looks actually amazing. He's a little bit, he's 19, a little bit older. He's right back. And he has gone on loan to Utrecht. So not Premier League, not playing at Premier League, but his first game for Utrecht, he was the player of the match. He was the best player on the day. So, bright signs for him. He's a very fit player. He's not overly pacey. Pace only 10, but acceleration 15. So that makes him a bit quicker. Can play at both sides and either-footed as well. So, those two guys could be fullbacks of the future for us. And I've already got a few others. So this is what I like about... Before I go on to the next player, I just want to explain, like you've seen, I signed Pirlo already as well. This is what I like about being a team like Manchester United. I really enjoy the transfer periods, whether it be not as much January because you're still playing games or whatever, but the off-season where you can sell a few players, bring a few guys in. I actually really enjoy it. I like getting regions in and signing some good first-team players as well. That's a big reason. Some people say it's not a challenge, but like I said, it's just something I really enjoy. It's just something I enjoy, so that's basically why I do it. The transfer period, the off-season is really enjoyable for me, like looking for signings and that. I actually really like it. And it's good to do it when not worrying about recording, just can do it off camera. Because I do spend a couple hours on it, to be honest. It'll be way too long for a video. But anyway, just talking about that. Arguably the biggest signing, Andreas Iniesta from Barcelona for 27 million. That seems like a lot of money, and with all these other transfers, that is something that it looks like right away. But, okay, wait, before we go to Iniesta, we've got clauses. Where are we? Heaps of clauses going on here. Where's Iniesta? I'll go out. Iniesta. Andreas Iniesta. So, monthly installments, we did agree with that. Barcelona owed another 200k per month for the next 46 months. So obviously I went for that 48-month deal, giving them some extra money. But then, to negotiate the deal, I put in the deal 9.5 million after Iniesta scores 50 league goals. So that realistically, he's going to score goals, but is he going to score 50 league goals for us at an age of 32? Like, if you think how long he's going to play for us. And also, if you click on him and you go to history, he's only ever scored 45 goals in the league for Barcelona in his history of playing for them. And he's not going to play that many seasons for us. And you can see last year scored 4 goals and 2 goals. May score more with us, but I doubt he'll get to that 50. So, yeah, that's a bit cheaper. So if you knock off 9 million off that, it seems like a pretty good deal. And again, you knock 9 million off that, and it's below his current value. And it's Iniesta. He's going to suit our new formation, pretty well. Just going to be a very good passer and amazing coup for us, really. Amazing player. And next up, it's again one of those situations. Kamil Broniszewski from Leverkusen. I think I talked about him a little bit. I talked about him already, like the big signing. So about 30 million from Leverkusen. He's a very good striker, though. Only 17. Look how good he looks for 17, though. 18 pace, 16 acceleration. So he's super quick. Dribbling of 16 again. For a regen, when you get a regen, if they have technical attributes or mentals, 16 or more, they're going to be 20s without a doubt. Even the 15s could be, depending how they develop. And even, the pace and acceleration could be. He could just be rapid and could be a really good finisher as well. He scored in the pre-season, 6 goals. Very, very nice. It's been a good pre-season as well, not just the signings, the friendly matches. And his debut game for Leverkusen, he scored. So just imagine that. And having a starting debut as well, and he scored in the league. So just know he was like born there. The world just saw this amazing striker born. And the following season, only played 6 times, 4 starting and 2 off the bench. But that's understandable with obviously more first-team players, but he did score 3 goals from those opportunities. So he can really show that he can score at a decent level. Like, 3 goals, that's like maybe averaging almost, well, that's probably more than a goal a game, but it's not really much to judge from. And he was 16 last season. He was a year younger, and that's at Bundesliga. Definitely, arguably, one of the better leagues in the world. Definitely in the top 3, in my opinion. But he is amazing to do that, so he should be able to score for us if he can be like maybe a James Wilson and score in those lower kind of teams in the Premier League. I have my belief he can. He's a good player. Very, very good. And again, I'll go to clauses just so you're aware of the clauses. Where are you? Broniszewski. So again, it's the same situation. We're going to be paying him another 375k per month over the next 46 months, and then also another interesting one, 18 million after 50 league goals, because this guy had sky-high potential. He has. That's not going to change. If those who maybe don't know as much about Football Manager, haven't been playing it as long as I have or whatever, we just don't, in general, you don't know. A player's potential, because I can see people talk about it sometimes in the comments, a player's potential never actually changes. Their report may change, and the judgment on the player from your coach may change, but technically the players have a set potential in the game out of 200, and that never changes. Like I said, it's set. Regardless what happens, that will never change, whereas his current ability, of course, will change. So anyway, like I said, 18 million after another 50 league goals. So after he scores 50 league goals for us, after that he shows he's proven and he will be a dominant striker, then we'll pay that extra 18 million after he's shown he's worth it. So if he doesn't reach that, if he's a complete flop, we save the 18 million. So obviously there's a little bit of risk there, but unless something goes horribly wrong, he's not even injury prone or anything. What's his cons? He just can't leap. He's just a smaller striker. He's just not good in the air, and he can only play one position. That's it. That's only his downside. And even he's alright on his weak foot, is it? Reasonable. So and he's labelled the next Klaus Fischer, who is a good player, but I can't click on him, unfortunately. He's not in the game. But either way, it's big money, but it could pay off big time if he becomes that world-class level as suggested in his reports. And to finalize, this is what my thought process. This is one of the biggest things, like I said, why I enjoy these transfer windows and stuff. I go through all these options, who's going to be the best players or whatever. After the Iniesta signing, really, I was happy with my squad, and I was trying to sell a few. And then I saw I had some money left over, actually quite a bit, because we sold some guys and we got good money in from winning the league once again, and also getting to the final of the Champions League and all the Man United get good sponsorships and all that. But I was looking just for the best player that maybe could play a few positions that would be a dangerous in attack. I knew we had a decent amount of defenders. Just a guy maybe that can play multiple positions in our new tactic. And that is quality. That could be a superstar and can grow, of course, as well. But I was thinking first team. But Mario Götze, maybe weakening some other opposition in the Champions League, like Barcelona and Bayern Munich. That might have been in my thought process as well. Taking Iniesta away from Barca and Götze away from Bayern Munich. 30 million. And that deal, I just want to check it out again. What was it? For Götze. Yeah. 20% of his next transfer fee will be owed to Bayern Munich. It was hard to negotiate, really, to be honest. It was really hard to negotiate a transfer. They didn't want to let him go easily, but he wanted first-team football as well. And yeah, they owed another 312k per month over the next 46 months. So I think I paid something like... Yeah, I think it was 15 million up front. Then it was 15 million over 48 months. And also with that, yeah, fee to Barcelona. But not Barcelona, sorry, to Bayern Munich. Got confused with the B's. And I was just talking about Barcelona. But anyway, yeah, like I said, I'm never going to attempt to sell him. Never, ever. I want to keep him forever. I'm hoping that anyway. Hopefully he doesn't want to leave or anything and that won't be affected because I had to get that in the deal with Bayern Munich. It wasn't happening any other way. I actually had to negotiate the transfer a couple times. Got rejected a couple times. But he's exactly kind of player we need. Can play as a central midfielder and can play as a striker. I'm maybe giving away my tactic here because I'm not mentioning he can play as a winger. But yeah, as I said, changes coming this season. And yeah, a few changes we did make. A few players we let go. A few of them I talked about. A few of them I didn't talk about. Or I didn't plan more specifically. But two of them, yeah, guys I signed of free transfers last season. Again, the January situation like Pirlo, you know, when you approach to sign them when their contract's running out. Sebastian Giovinco, we took advantage of his really good season. After we won the Premier League, he was valued like about 8 million or something like that, if you remember. And we managed to sell him for 20 million to Norwich. So you can see that's the kind of level he is right now. And look right away, because he's almost 30. His value is like only 13 million. So you can see with that, he's declining right away after we sold him. Usually, when you sell a guy for a lot or you buy a guy for a lot, he's kind of overpriced in his value, like how much you signed him for. But that's not the case with Giovinco. And yes, I won't lie, he was a good player for us. He was a good player. You can't doubt that. But also you can't doubt the 20 million profits we have made from the sale of him. Sure, it may not be exactly 20 million because we were paying his wages. But at the end of the day, yeah, to get 20 million for a guy you signed on a free, it's pretty good. And the same situation for Ezequiel Rescaldani. Of course, I wasn't going to get as much for him because he didn't play, had injuries problems, and even after the injuries, he just couldn't get back into the first team. So we sold him to 10 million to Newcastle and again make a profit for a free transfer. It's different this season though. We're not going to be intending to sell Andrea Pirlo. Because it was the best players available. It was the situation you go through. I don't plan saying, I'm going to get some guys to sell next season. It depends who's available, then you adjust to your situation. So, yep, Jose Maria Jimenez. Again, he wasn't a guy I was intending to sell, but Inter showed interest. They offered a decent amount, like right up front it was only 9.5 million, which actually was more than we signed him for. We signed him for 8.75, so instantly that's a little bit of profit, but the profits are going to keep coming in. If we go to clauses once again, and we'll go coming in, we still got more from other players. Look, Anderson, 72k over the next 23 months. Bebe, 50% of his next transfer fee. That's not bad. That's not a bad deal, actually, because he's worth 5.1 million. Come on, Benfica, sell him. Is he like a first teamer or whatever? What's the situation? Oh, he's back up. Come on, show interest, Standard. Make an offer. Oh, no, is he transfer listed? It says there's an asking price. He is transfer listed. Yes, come on, make the deal. Sell him. We might get $1 million. Come on, Benfica. Sell him. Anyway, we'll move on from that. Daley Blind as well will be owed 335k per month. Like, if you think a lot of my deals are big, I've got to bring you back to all these other deals. We're going to be getting money in from these, so don't forget about those. 300, because people, they seem to forget. Like, you can't remember everything. Like, I'll be honest, I forgot about these. You have to go back and check them yourself as well. So Daley Blind, Man United owes 335k for the next 35 months. So a lot of money coming in from him. Also, Tom Cleverley, that's almost $1 million. It's 937k for the next 10 months. So yeah, that's going close. That's probably like 8-9 million, close enough to that. So that's good money coming in. David De Gea as well, still making money off of him. You know the situation in the first season. I won't give it away. If you want to know what happened with him, go watch the first season again. Darren Fletcher as well, getting 58k per month for him over the next couple years. And yeah, who we're here to talk about is Jimenez. So we got that 9 million, was about 9 million for him. But additionally, added on to that, just so we get more profit, because we already made a profit with the general sale. Now we'll get 3 million after 50 league appearances. So probably won't until next season at some point. We'll be due 3 million after another 10 international appearances, which he is an international for Uruguay. He's played 16 times, so he'll get that. We're going to be due 170k per game for the next 10 league appearances, so that's over $1 million. Salon clause, 30% of the profit made on this transfer will be owed to Manchester United. I didn't add that personally. That was just there when I pressed negotiate. They added that. And yeah, we just rolled with that. And monthly installments, we're owed another 450k per month for the next 11 months. So yeah, that is some decent money coming in as well. Don't forget Javier Hernandez, 184k for the next 35 months. Joshua King, 20% of the next transfer will be owed to Manchester United. I'm not sure if it would be too much. Maybe who knows? He's a pacey player, but to me, technically and mentally, never good enough for the Premier League. So if Blackburn ever get promoted, they'll probably sell it. I guess he can be okay for Championship, but what has he done? He's been actually really poor there. I actually loaded up a save as Blackburn maybe a couple months ago, and for me, I do like the look of him, like a really quick player, but for me, technically and mentally, he's too poor to be effective. Even at Championship level, he's not good enough. So, yeah, maybe the game thought he might develop. I think, they underrated him in mentals and technicals. I'm not sure what you think. Also, Chris Smalling, don't forget about him. We're still going to get 175k per month over the next 28 months. So, again, that's over 2 million more money coming in. And Vermeil, I'm not sure. We're still getting, it's not much, only 12k over the next 14. And 20% off the profit made. They signed him for 475k. So who knows? See, he's worth 2.1 million. Who knows? This guy actually might be alright. Yeah, maybe we might be able to make something because we sold him, around that price. Now he's valued around 2 million. So that is actually profit made. So I'm going to leave that for now. Originally, I usually do transfers and Community Shield, but I just want it to be centered around the transfers, and I'll go into my tactic now as well, and we'll start the season. We'll continue how we are doing it because I'm really excited about my new tactic. But there is something I should probably talk about. It's the wage budget. You can see it's completely in the red. It's like 230k, but also my transfer budget is 37.4 million. So we could easily work that. But yeah, for whatever reason, before people say I can't adjust it right now, it says the board will not allow any budget-related requests at this time due to the financial fair play constraints. But if you go to finances, financial fair play, our current profit is 412 million, so we're not really in danger of that. So I'm not really sure what that situation is about. And please don't say we spent too much or whatever. We have 37 million in transfer budget, so that can easily be put in the wage budget, and we'll still have a decent amount of transfer budget left over. So hopefully that'll be sorted out soon enough. I'll be able to adjust it, and we'll be all good. So now you can check my squad. This is kind of the starting team. The only real changes that weren't transfers is Falcao on loan again. For whatever reason, it doesn't show it, but again, I was shown with the opportunity to renew the loan, and I was surprised. Monaco, they went with it again. So I could keep doing it maybe. If he keeps scoring, look, he's still only 30. And Falcao's never been amazing physically. He's got okay strength and okay pace, but he's never been beastly in both of those areas. Just his finishing ability. And last season, he just went on an amazing goal-scoring streak. So if he can keep injury-free, he's going to be a really good striker. And if he can score again this season, score a lot of goals, I'll probably, go for him again next season. And then next season starts 2017. The end of next season will be 2018, where his contract runs out. I may be able to get him on the free if he's still scoring at 32. Obviously, it will be an interesting transfer, but it'll be interesting if that could happen or not. I won't lie, it's probably made this save slightly easier, having a guy like Falcao for free, but again, it's not free. We're paying him 250k per week. So that is like $1 million every month. So yeah, that is definitely not a free play. We're still paying him yeah, heaps of wages. But yeah, I'm never going to go for the signing of him, which is like 46 million or whatever in his contract. But yeah, apart from him, the only really promotion to the team from the reserves or under 21s is Rochario Zivkovic. I reckon he can step up. See, we sold... Well, I'm not going to take into account the really young players like Broniszewski or whatever his name was. Yeah, we sold 2 strikers in Giovinco and Rescoldani, and we brought in one, did we? Did we even sign another? Yeah, we didn't even sign another striker, technically. That's a first team play. We've got a young guy, but yeah, it's not really the same. So then we promoted Zivkovic, and he looks insane. He's an amazing finisher. Like, usually when you have these pacey guys with 19 pace or whatever, they're finishing main. But he's so... Look at that. 16... Oh, my God. 16 finishing. He's going to kill it for us. Absolutely kill it. He's a wonder kid as well, so he's going to develop so much. And right now, he can't be tutored. I thought I was tutoring him, but it may be another. We're training him the preferred move of shoots with power. So combine that with his very good finishing, he's going to be super. But now it's time to move on to the tactics. So leave your thoughts on my transfers. I always love to see you guys' thoughts. But again, I say that, but I like for you to reserve your negative feedback until you see them perform. And even with the dealings the players that I sell, I want you to see what happens with those as well. Like I did last season with Rooney, sold him for 30 million. De Gea wanted to play Champions League football, and Arsenal came 5th last season. So yeah, make of that what you will. Some people thought they were bad transfers, but yeah, they ended up finishing 5th and no Champions League for those players. So that was good. Anyway, tactic, complete overhaul here. We are actually playing with no wingers now. We're playing a flat 4 at the back. A little 3 in the midfield. This could almost be classified as a 4-3-3, like a narrow 4-3-3. Because I was thinking it could be like 4-1-2-3 or something like that. But I wanted to create a formation like this. I know a lot of people that have created tactics with 3 strikers and has been very successful for them. And I wanted to mold my team around that, as I felt like if we sacrifice our wingers, it wouldn't be a complete... Like, yeah, it would suit us because a lot of our wingers could play as a striker or even as a centre midfielder. Like, Di Maria, he could play as a striker. False 9's going to be his go. Or he could play as a central midfielder. So 2 positions in there, like I talked about Goetze as well. And that's how it's looking. So when when all of our best players come back, we're going to be looking pretty good. Starting Van Persie, adding Van Persie and Juan Mata to this lineup. At one stage, well, right now, we've got Pirlo, Iniesta, and Goetze as the 3 centre midfielders. Well, yeah, the 3 in midfield. Pirlo as a defensive midfielder on register. That's killer. We're going to dominate the possession with that. Then we've got complete win backs, still rolling ball-playing defenders. I feel that suits our instructions. If you take a quick look, if we push higher up, so yeah, ball-playing defenders, they push up as well. So it just, yeah, suits the general play. And yeah, we've got good ball-playing defenders. Like, the biggest attribute, of course, you got to look at your defensive attributes, but yeah, the creative attributes as well, because they try and play balls as well, long balls, everything like that. Because if you go on your ball-playing defender, it says on defend duty, the ball-playing defender will stay in line with his defense partner and will look to break up attacks. No, the other one, yeah. How like a standard central defender is, the ball-playing defender is encouraged to launch defense splitting through balls from deep. So, it's not long balls, it's through balls. So, they've got to have good passing attributes. And a lot of our centre-backs do. You look at Phil Jones, 14 passing. Not too bad for a centre-back. You got Rojo. You got 13 passing. That's not too bad as well. Who else do we have? Who's John Stones? For me, yeah, he's got 16 passing and 14 vision. So again, ball-playing defender right up there. So it kind of, suits our defenders, even Balanta as well. Well, he's got 12. He's just a beast. He can do anything he wants, Balanta, to be honest. So we've got a few guys that can suit that kind of position. So that's my tactic, and we've got to defend. I'll go through the roles, okay? I'll go through the roles quickly, and we'll end this video, and then we'll go back to the routine of recording every single game, 2 games per episode in this series. Because this is almost the start of something new. We're 60 episodes in, but yeah, changing things up a little bit. A lot of transfers, changing the team up. Like with these signings, like Goetze, Iniesta, and Pirlo, like they're really big signings. They're really, really big. So yeah, big players coming in. But yeah, like I said, we're actually playing with 2 deep lying forwards. I like deep lying forwards. I really wanted to create a 4-3-3, but not the general 4-3-3. So those guys are going to be the role. Reading the role can explain it better than I can explain it. You can see the deep lying forwards' main function is to link the attack to midfield. So again, working with the passes, these guys have to be good creators as well. He says he aims to drop deep into space and hold the ball. Hold up the ball before supplying linking passes to his teammates, move the ball back to midfield for support, spreading it wide of flanks, and if he has time to run, playing it to his strike partner. So, yeah, a lot of passes going on around there, and you can see with the attack duty, deep line forward will look to fashion chances for himself in addition playing others in. So, these are for the more creative strikers that we do have. That's why I wanted to use these positions or roles, because we had the players to facilitate that, like a Marco Reus. He's not naturally a striker, even though his finishing is good and can play as a striker. He's best as a winger. So that all these winger type of strikers, they're going to be really good because he's got that creative ability about him. And same as Memphis Depay. You wouldn't say he's that creative. He's a bit selfish. But yeah, he's not false nine. False nine has to be more of the creative guy. Like a Di Maria is going to come in. Goetze can come in there. Who else? Training Januzaj to play there as well. Januzaj, another one that could come in one of the centre mid positions. So definitely he's not going to be left out. And a lot of people wondering about, we don't have a lot of wingers that can only play winger. We only have one guy that really didn't suit that, and we've sorted him out as well. That's Juan Cuadrado, and I'm sure you know, if I was going to play him in a position, you know where I'm going to be playing him. A position he can almost really play already, right back. He's competent there, so we're training him there so he can get accomplished and maybe natural. He's still only 28 as well. Yeah, 28. He just turned 28. He's not going to see 5th. That's, 26th of May. He's not going to turn 29 till, so he's, definitely not getting close to getting to 30. He's still going to have a very good season, I hope anyway. And he's not naturally, he's played like maybe a right back position or left mid, like a defensive midfield, like when the Italian teams. Where did he used to play? Yeah, Fiorentina. He used to play maybe at that 3 in the back formation as one of the wingers. Or he could play as a wing back as well. So that's the kind of role. Complete wing back, he'll suit that really, really well. Again, if we go development, we go training, you can see the attributes that covers is a lot of his stronger attributes. Pretty much all of them. So, he's going to suit that. He's going to rotate with Rafael. Obviously, Valencia we sold. We played the false 9 as well, Di Maria, so going to be pushing more as an attacking midfielder, kind of the Messi role he's going to be playing. And we'll see how Di Maria can... But it's not solely all Di Maria's position. Goetze is going to rotate into there, Januzaj, and maybe someone else, I'm not sure. Maybe Van Persie could. We'll see. Juan Mata as well, but he's still coming back from his injury. You can see Juan Mata. He can almost... So if we train him as a striker, he could come in there. So either way, we'll see how that goes down. And we play a roaming playmaker in centre midfield. Iniesta, centre midfielder as well on support. Then we've got the Register for Pirlo. That's completely Pirlo's role. You can see that's one of his better positions. And they're like more of an aggressive deep line playmaker, just sitting back there, playing some nice balls for the more attacking guys. And that's Pirlo's go. Again, he's never been super pacey or anything, just sits deep and plays balls all day. And he's very good at his job. He's very good at his role. So exactly what we want from him. Then the complete win backs and ball playing defenders, pretty self-explanatory. Then just goalkeeper on defend as per normal. And then we just got a couple more defensive outlets, I suppose you can say. We've got a defend formation and an away. I've set this up perfectly, to be honest. I'm really happy about this. Like previously only had one tactic, but now I have 3 variants. And I may be even using this in my Bar City save. You're going to have to watch out for that. I'm not sure if I'm going to upload the second season before I start this season. Or whatever, we'll see how it goes. But yes, we have a defend formation. You can see a lot less instructions. You can see there, just play slightly more defensive. We take one of the strikers out and put in a ball-winning midfielder. Obviously, Di Maria is not going to play ball-winning midfielder. We just change that. We take out the false 9. We bring him in a ball-winning midfielder. Just put an extra guy there, really. You have 4 guys centrally in midfield. Or 3 centre midfielders, technically. And then, defensive midfielder. And I could still score on this, really. So this is, after we go ahead, we can go to this and we'll still be a danger because we're still fairly attacking. We're still a fairly attacking lineup. It's not so attacking, but obviously still going to be a threat going forward. Still got the 4 in midfield and 2 up front. And then you got your wing backs getting forward as well to provide the width. So very good. And also we have playing away. which is slightly adjusted, slightly more defensive. You can see here playing on control instead of the attacking, and fluid, and now it's flexible. So yeah, just a few little changes there. And you're playing on control away, and yeah, attacking. That's how it's set up there. And standard is the defend one. So I didn't want them to make them too similar, but this is exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted them to be changed, but still the same way of playing. I didn't want to change the setup, the formation too much. The only change was our defend one. We just took out one striker, the false 9, which is going to act as attacking midfielder in game, really, and put him in a more of a ball-winning midfielder role. Position-wise, but sorting out different roles, and I really enjoy creating tactics, and there may be similar tactics out there, like it's pretty popular formation where you play 4 at the back, then you got 3 in the midfield, then you got 3 up front. It's probably a bit popular. Well, not popular. I'm just saying, heaps of people play Football Manager now. I think that's it. Leave your thoughts on this way of playing. New way of playing going forward, new tactic. It's hopefully going to be good for us. Now it suits the players. It doesn't really not suit us. That's what I was scared of, playing with no strikers, creating this formation, something I really like, a way I wanted to play. Sometimes I like to create tactics that is the way I want to play before really seeing if my players suit that kind of formation, but it really did. Like I said, Juan Cuadrado was the really guy that couldn't suit one of the positions, but then I thought, we can just play him as right back. We can train him there. Hopefully get accomplished instead of competent like he is right now. And everyone else can play in a position, which is fantastic. As I said earlier, a lot of our wingers could either play centre midfield or as a striking position, so it suits us perfectly. So amazing thoughts, I was just going to say, leave your thoughts on this, but going forward, this really looks good, and it helps. Like, we're 60 episodes in. This could help with the push to 100 episodes, but hopefully the push to dominating in the Champions League. And obviously, I guess, league dominance. We could write history here. We've won the league the first 2 seasons. So, of course, you can look at the Champions League disappointment. But I'm really happy about making the final, though, in the first time with getting Manchester United back in the Champions League after the David Moyes. They call him David now because he's in Spain. For Real Sociedad manager, of course. But David Moyes wrecked Man United a bit, but I'm here to fix it. And I've won the league 2 times in a row. Made the Champions League final the first time we're back in it, improving the quality of the side, I believe, and the youth players coming through and developing them into the first team. So leave your thoughts how this has gone so far. And this series is probably the opposite to being close to finish. It feels like at the start again with the change of tactic, and we're 60 episodes in. So this is going to be huge. If you want to see the first games of the season, I'll upload it really soon. If you want to see that, hit 200 likes, and I'll see you guys next time.